it's Maya, and I am still in my school uniform, and it's 7 o'clock, and so let me take a shower. I will after this, though, because I look like a mess. Anyways, after this, I'm gonna go get a head start on my extended essay, so I do this video in a pretty quick manner. Alright, so I'm gonna do a little video about some books, but mind you, there are not in the YA genre, which are usually the books that I review and I read. But since I turned about 15 or 16, I started to want to expand my reading journey. So I thought I would, improve myself, improve my reading, and read more of adult books. So yeah, I am currently reading, and I'm not sure if this is actually an adult or young adult series books. It's The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides. Kind of rhymes, isn't it? And basically, this is about 5 sisters who kill themselves, and this is a story about 5 boys who fall in love with each of them. And this is their account on what may have caused their suicides. And I'm only 8 pages in, but yeah, it's really good so far. Alright, so let's get started with the books. So these are the books that I haven't read. I'm a big book buyer. It's one of my guilty pleasures. Anyways, let's get started. I have Great Expectations by Charles Dickens, and I was actually reading this for a while. I'm in chapter 10, but it got a bit too difficult for me to follow, so I stopped for a while. But yeah, I'll be picking this book up whenever that may be, and I'm excited to see what happens with Pip. Alright, then I have My Name is Memory by Anne Brasher. She wrote Sisterhood of Traveling Pants. Then I have The Book of Tomorrow by Cecilia Ahern. And yeah, it's basically about a 16-year-old girl who finds a book that suddenly tells her future. So, doesn't that sound interesting? Alright, next is The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. And it's basically about 2 friends sending letters to each other. Yeah. And I love those kind of books, those kind of interactions in a book. And it's a pretty short book, about 200 pages, and I think it's going to be quite a short read when I finally get into it. Then I have Tales of the Unexpected by Roald Dahl. I love Roald Dahl. I love his children's books, and I've read 2 of his short stories, and they're really good. So I thought I would buy this one and read more. Then I have, this big boy is Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. And my friend actually recommended me Leo Tolstoy, and she's a huge, huge fan of Russian literature. Hi, Angie! So, yeah, I'm excited to read this. 900 pages, baby. Okay, next I have The Epigrams of Oscar Wilde. I love Oscar Wilde. He is amazing. I love his style of writing. It's so bold, it's so brave, it's so cynical at the same time. Love it. Then I have his poems, The Ballad of Reading Gaol. Oscar Wilde. Then I have a translated book from Indonesian to English, Berapa Muda Anantatur. This is The Girl from the Coast. And I think you all may know him. He wrote This Earth of Mankind. Do you all know that? You didn't? I read that for English class and it was awesome! Okay, woo! Sorry. There. Okay, then I have Philosophy, A Beginner's Guide to the Great Ideas of 100 Great Thinkers. And I was into philosophy for quite a while, and some of the books were really confusing, so I thought I'd buy this one and check out what are the main aspects of philosophy and how these philosophers think. So it's a pretty cool book. Lots of cool pictures of them. Then I have The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. I have another Indonesian to English translated book. It's Telegram by Putu Wijaya. And this is a book my last year English teacher gave to me. I'm so kind of her. And this is If You Want to Write by Brenda Euland. It is very useful, very, very useful book if you are interested in writing. whether it's professionally or just for yourself. And I marked a lot of them. Then I have 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom. And he wrote Tuesday with Morrie and One More Day. Ooh, right. I have another short story book. Is The Interpreter of Melodies by Jhumpa Lahiri. Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. I Am a Cat by Suzeki Natsume. And this is Japanese literature, and it is a story written in the point of view of a cat. And again, I read a couple of pages. So you can see I am in page 84. And it's got a little bit difficult, so I stopped again, but I'll be picking this up soon. Then I have The Beautiful and Damned by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and I read The Great Gatsby for school, and it was alright, but people say this one's really good. So. Then I have Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, and yeah. Then finally I have Still Waters by Jennifer Locke, and this is basically the story of the author. And I think I'll show you this. It's Birthday Letters by Ted Hughes. This is Sylvia Plath's wife. Sylvia Plath's husband. There we go. And for school, I'm in the IB school system, so it requires me to do an extended essay of 4,000 words. And I picked the theme of feminism, the use of misogynistic power in the poetry of Sylvia Plath and Anne Saxton. And my English teacher right now thought she could lend me this book, so it'll give me more inspiration. And yeah, it helped. And by the way, my essay is due this Friday, so wish me luck. Alright, so those are the books that I have to show you that are outside the YA genre. And I think I'm going to do a little video about some of my favorite young adult books to read, and I'm really excited for that, for you all to see it. So I hope you can check out my blog for more reviews and more books at thebookshelflife.blogspot.com. So go there and tell me what you think. So yeah, that's it. What have you been reading?